Hello everybody, welcome back to this next video on part 1. So this is the Enforcer and with the recruiter skin, and I want to say a big thank you to the people that have used my referral link, and this means that I have been able to come across this Enforcer. We did the same with the Pacifier, and now we have the Enforcer. I've wanted to fly this ship for a very long time, but I haven't really got around to it all that much. I don't think I have flown one anyway. I might have done, but not properly anyway. So this is a PvP fit. It's something that I've spent a couple of days working on, run a few things on CC, and for me, found the sweet spot for this. So, a couple of things. So I have been away for a little bit doing e-videos. I hope you have seen that I've done some DCS videos. We've done the server and done some good things. So, a couple of reasons why I was away. I don't like Doctor Who, basically. And rather than get frustrated about it like some people and throw some grief on YouTube, I thought not to. And I want to say thank you to CCP for trying something new, and it's great to see some new players in the game. I've spoken to a few players that are new to the game because of the event, so it's had a great impact for the game, which I'm all for. It gets more players into the game. It's all different experiences and things like that. I did dip my hat into it a little bit, but I took the opportunity to take a break and concentrate on some of my other community members as well. So we have a big family going, and I've also started this. So I'm going to drag this over. So this is the new website. So I've been working on this. It's actually super basic here right at the minute. But we've got the Eagle's Nest now, so we've got this umbrella, which we're using this as the community. So in this we've got basically the games that we're playing. So we've got DCS, we've got Eve, we've got DayZ, Star Citizen, Armour. I've recently just started squads as well, so we're doing Eve along with Milsim stuff. I had a good time in squads last night. I actually had a great time in squads. It was so funny. I wish I was recording it, but I didn't. There we go, you live and learn. So there's going to be quite a lot of utility in this website. Planning. It is slow in the making, obviously with work and everything. So basically what we've got here, so we've obviously got all the live map and all the data for the DCS servers. If you're into DCS, come and check us out. We've got a Persian Gulf server with an online map and obviously a few bits and bobs. But up here, for you Eve guys and girls, Eve Online guides. Now, what I am going to do, some of the guides that I've dropped and some of the Blitz mission guides, I'm going to do, this is going to be like a bit of a blog. So we'll have the video and then we'll have a rundown with triggers and things like that to help new players hopefully within the game. That's something in the background that I've been doing alongside with a friend. So that's something that's slow, but it is coming soon. So we'll have a look at this Enforcer. So, the Enforcer. Now, the Enforcer is a bit of a funny ship. As well as, all the other rewarded ships. Now, obviously, it's quite skill heavy with regards to Galante and Caldari. And also Minmatar. It's basically all of them. All of the races, basically. You need to train all the skills up, so it is quite skill intense. It does pay off because basically with this ship, if you've got good, I think it's the same for the Enforcer as it is the Pacifier. Don't think they've changed anything. No, it's here. This is the key bit down here. I couldn't find it. So, 10% bonus to security gain status gains from destruction of armor and shield boosted effectiveness increased by a percentage equal to 10% pilot security status. This character has max security status. It's a what's the word? Yeah. Can't think of the word right now. Anyway, got 5.0 security status. So basically that gives us a floor of 0 to a ceiling of 50% on shield booster effectiveness. Now what that does, that actually from a tank perspective puts us in a very good position if you have max security standings. So here's the fit that we've come up with. So opening it out, now ignore the capacitor for the moment. Now this does work well on CC. So this is part 1, so we're just going to go through the fit right now. So these, I'm still working on the rigs and flopping rigs around and changing a few things around. So obviously we needed to do some CPU boosting So we've done that with that. That's basically just to squeeze a bit more CPU out of what we've got. And a core defense field extender, because basically we put the damage control in, but it has low resists across the board, but it is an omni split, so it's not too bad, and the shield and armor is quite high. But you'll see why that might not matter all that much in a moment. So we've got 5 highs. So we've got the heavy assault launchers in the top, because we're going to be going for things like cruisers, destroyers, and various sort of. I don't think this will take a battleship. Not sure. We might be pushing it a bit with a battleship, but anything below battle cruiser should be okay. Then basically what we're going to do, it's a little bit, it's strange because it's got hams, but we're going to be using the long range hams as well. So we've also got the warp disruptor on there and the micro warp drive, so that we can effectively kite. Now we are going to be going after ratters and wormholers in this, so close range brawl PvP, this could struggle a little bit. I think the tank will be fine, but close range brawling, I'm not quite sure what the outcome's going to be. We do have augmented drones in here, hobgoblins, so that it's a bit expensive, I know, but it might give us the edge if we get caught up with a frigate, unless we get defanged. Covert ops, obviously, so we can sneak around. So we've got Water Disruptor 2, is going to bling this up a little bit, but pushing nearly 700 million. And you're going to be coming to the argument here where Loki, Tengu, Legion, we're in this sort of ballpark. Now, you're going to bling. I've got a couple of bling Tengus that I want to send out that I got gifted before Christmas. Well, at Christmas. So I've got some things in the background that I want to send out now. Those are blingy. So this is sort of like a comparison. Now, defensive-wise, we've got the extra large ancillary shield booster with 9 charges. So we've got 9 cycles of 1,000 hit points per 5 seconds. So I think the cycle time is 5 seconds. Let me check. Shield bonus, activation time 5 seconds. Yep. So per cycle, we're going to get 9 cycles of 980 EHP. So basically, a third of our shield will be repaired per cycle, and we get 9 cycles. Reload time, we're going to get in trouble with, but we've basically got a good, I would say, as long as we're not up against anything too high DPS, we've got some good survival time there, especially with the hams against the cruiser. 600 DPS, we're on the limit of how fast we're going to take things down, but it's perfectly capable of taking a lot of stuff down. Frigates we're going to struggle with, anything with a low sig. Micro warp drive for the kiting. Now, this is for when we get in trouble. So, assuming we're in a situation where we've been tackled and we're being kited ourselves and our hams aren't applying. So, we've got the 18-kilometer web. We've also got this magnetometric, I can never pronounce it, ECM. And we can pump that out to to almost 80 kilometers. So, actually, we could come far away and kite and use the jammer to try and get a fight lured into a sort of like a trap and hope they don't have backup. We could fit a covert op Sino up here, recon Sino, so that we can have backup waiting a few jumps away. As soon as somebody sees this enforcer that knows anything about Eve, they're going to run, because they, if they've got a blingy Gila out there and they see this enforcer pop up on D-scan or on grid, they're going to panic. I would panic, because you don't know what backup it's going to be, but we're going to be a lone ranger, so we're going to use that to our advantage. Okay, so that's with the tank. So we've got the damage control down the bottom, which gives us that little bit of a boost, because if you take that away, resistance is 33% across the board. Not brilliant, but the damage control just gives us that little bit of a boost. You could argue here that you could put some heavier armor tank in there to give us a bit of a buffer for if we bleed armor, but I don't think there's much point. You could also dual rep it as well, but I mean, that's just, I don't even know if you could do that. If you could take this away and then put an ancillary repper in there, is there any point? Probably not. Could you take it away and put another ballistic control module in it? Maybe. Not really tried it. This was probably a bit more optimal. We're going to squeeze a little bit more DPS, but is it worth it for 20 DPS? One Caldari Navy ballistic control system down here, and one standard, just because just keeps the loot table balanced. Otherwise, we're going to be pushing another 120 mil on this, and 1 billion for a ship. I'm not sure whether this is up for that. If we go out later and go and get 20 kills with it, then we'll bling it up even more once we get some confidence in it. But 700 million just for yeeting PvP is enough for me. Missile guidance enhancer, that gives us a range, so it squeezes us about 3 kilometers range. And then we've got signal amplifier. Basically what the signal amplifier does, if nobody knows, you could, some enforcers have a signal booster, SIBO, and basically loaded with a script, and then they run that actively. This is a passive module, and you still get 16% scan res bonus and a 24% maximum targeting range, but it also increases our sensor strength instead of an ECM issue, and also we get maximum lock targets bonus. So actually, as a whole, it's better to sometimes have these in the low as well, because let's say, for example, I think I can do 8 max lock targets, 12. So if you take this away, I can do 10. If we've got a load of drones on field, that too might make a big difference. Alright, so let's undock her, let's have a look. So I would like to say thank you to everybody in the community. I'd especially like to say thank you to my DCS community for the support of doing the server as well, because that has been really hard to do. But we're there now, and it's evolving all the time. So we're just going to do this, we're going to do that. Ooh, we're not going to do that yet. And we're out. So you'll agree it's a lovely ship. We're just going to get out of here for a minute. Where should we go? Let's go this way. Probably going to have to come back to get some filaments so that we can yeet. But it's a really nice ship. It has a good align time. You know, it has various good stuff. I mean, we could try this in. We could go and have a little bit of a snoop with this in one of the cosmic signatures. Have I got them all on? No. So in part 2, when you come back, we will hopefully have some kills in this. Don't have anything right now, because obviously I just wanted to go through the fit. Just a little bit of a chat of where I've been, in case you were wondering, or not wondering. Let's find a planet that we can go and do some shiny... What planets have we got in here? So, general... That's not going to show. I really need to sort my overview out. What kind of planet should we go for? Gas, no. Let's go for this one. So, walk to 100. So we can just have a quick look at the align time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's quite a long time, actually. I didn't think it would be that long. So we're going to get tackled unless we cloak up straight away. So bubbles are going to be a bit of a problem. It's a really nice skin, this, isn't it? You have to agree. I like this skin. I do like this skin. So pop me some stuff in the comments of things you want to see. I have been away for a little bit, like I say. So if there's something that you want me to do that I've not done in the past... I have noticed, actually, there's been quite a lot of traction on my mining video, which I made a long time ago. And some people have asked me if any of that is still relevant. Actually, I was looking at it, and I was looking at the change logs. And actually, do you know what? There's not that... There's roll bonus changes, and there's mining changes. But actually, the core principles in that video actually carry over to the new mechanics. So I have actually started making a new mining video which covers the new changes from a new player's perspective. But actually, grabbing a venture, fitting it, I've changed my fit a little bit as well for new players, which is quite interesting actually. It's just a couple of tweaks which might make a bit of a difference. So actually grabbing the venture and getting your miner 2s on and getting out there and just going mining some rocks. Just go and do it and go from there and see where you want to take it. I mean, ultimately, the way to do it is to go and get a mining barge and upgrade to Omega. But you can do it, you know. But you can also have fun in a battleship, you know, in a rock, and go and do it that way. But you know, I quite like, you know, everybody wants to play a game for free, don't they? But I quite like paying for the game to get the extra bits and bobs out of it. I really do. So it's always worth upgrading to Omega. Absolutely 110%, because you get more out of the game. Now, there is obviously very easy ways that you can use an alpha character with experience to plex your accounts, but you end up just plexing. It ends up being like a job. You end up plexing for 25 days of the month, and then for 5 days of the month you're having fun and yeeting everything, and then you start all over again, and that cycle, and you do get burnout very quickly, promise you. Unless you're into that kind of thing. I'm not. But, you know, everyone's different. There you go. Right, so we're going to get out here. We're going to take some screenshots of the thumbnail, and then we are going to get yeeting this baby in. So come back for part 2. Thank you for watching. If you're a return viewer, that's great. If you are a return viewer and you've not subscribed, please hit subscribe. I've noticed that 12% of my viewers are subscribed, and 80... What's the math there? 12%. 12% less 100. Let's do this. 98. 88% of you are not subscribed. And really, let's do this. Come on. Let's do this. Let's take this journey together. All right. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Come back for part 2. And hopefully we will got some juicy stuff for you. All right. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Bye-bye.